Hello. Welcome. If you're new here, my name's Miranda. This is Shades Budgets, and I'm super happy that you clicked on my video. I am going to be doing my final big cash stuffing for the year of 2024, and I really am feeling bittersweet about it. I hope that you can stick around, enjoy some of my last cash stuffing, and this is going to be kind of like a little bit about me video. I decided today, I was listening to a bunch of YouTubers and I was like, I have a ton of new subscribers. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. And I think that a cash stuffing video is a good way to do it. So stick around if you like. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. I'd greatly appreciate it. We're on our way to 500 and I do have a big giveaway for 500. Also, just a little hashtag ad. Check out my Etsy link down below. I do have some new physical products. I'm so excited to get the orders out that I've already received. Thank you to all of you who have placed an order so far. But outside of that, if you wouldn't mind liking the video, just keeping me in the algorithm, and let's get right into it. All right, guys, thank you for sticking around. I've got my cheat sheet here. Da-da-da-da. This is a freebie, by the way, on Hey K Budget's Google Drive. So go check her out. I went freebie scavenge. I call it like freebie scavenger hunting. And that's what I did the other day. And that's where I found that. And I was like, ooh, I really like that. So I'm going to use it to cash stuff. And by cash stuffing, what I mean by that, if you are new here, and I feel like a lot of us are on the cash stuffing journey, so there's so many of you. You all are so amazing. But for those of you who are new and may not cash stuff currently, cash stuffing is where I take my paycheck for the month. I personally, the way that I do it is my husband and I share a separate bank account, and then I have my own personal bank account, and I look at my paycheck for the month. I pull any of the bill money that I need, that our household needs to function. I put it in the shared account, and then the remaining amount of money, depending on what my needs are for the pay period, I pull the remaining out basically, and I play savings challenges with them, or I cash stuff them, or I break them down and play like random binders with them. I don't know. I just have a blast with it. But I do pull all of my money out in cash form. I stuff my wallet and I try really, really hard to use cash. I forgot to tell you guys too, I pulled my change out for the year, and this is by no means a big victory, but I think it is in the grand scheme of things. We saved $70 as a household for change. And when I came back, I told my husband, and he's like, that's it. And I was like, yeah, we haven't really dedicated effort to savings change. So I was like, if you have a problem with the $70, Benjamin, you need to get your butt to using some cash and bringing me back some change. Okay? He had nothing to say. I'm a clap back kind of wife. All right? I don't play around. But anyways, so I take this and I play games with it, and then I pull all of my games out at the end of the month, and we see how much we saved. Also, a lot of this gets rolled over into my monthly binder for my monthly expenses. So the things that I don't necessarily budget for properly, or I want to spend on my credit card and then pool and pay at the end of the month, it's kind of like I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good at explaining cash stuffing, but that is what we do. So another little fun tidbit about me that majority of you probably don't know. I am 28 years old. I am a young little thing. I have lived a long life though. I have been married for 3 years now. We have 3 beautiful kids, and I do live on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. So that's like just a little segue into it. I hope you're not running away at my age. Sometimes I get a little weary about telling people my age because I find that in my adult life, once people find out how old I am, they typically, they no longer take me as credit where credit is due, but that's okay. If I'm not your cup of tea, I'm learning that I'm my own cup of tea, and I'm good with that. So let's get into cash stuffing. We are going to go ahead and hop right into my mid-priority binder. Hold on. And in here, the only thing we're cash stuffing is my husband's truck. So if you are new here, that thing just keeps a boinging out there. I wish it would just stay. Okay, stay. If you are new here, my husband I almost made a really inappropriate joke. My husband has like a 1979 Ford pickup truck that he bought that had to be dropped at our house on a trailer, basically a piece of junk, and he's remodeling it from the inside out, outside in. It's going to be a brand new truck. And each pay period, he gives me $100 to put in this cute little envelope. And I don't even know what his goal is. Like, we have ideas of things we want to buy back here, but in all honesty, it'll probably cost the price of a brand new vehicle when it's all said and done. So for now, we're just cash stuffing $100 a pay period. So we added 100, and currently we have 600 in our high yield savings account. And then we just added an additional $700. So at the end of the month, I will go through my binders and see what has hit that 100 goal mark. And then I put a placeholder in there and then take the real money back to the bank and put it in my high yield savings account. So a high yield savings account is a savings account that occurs interest on it. And depending on who you bank with, it could be daily, it could be weekly, it could be monthly, quarterly, yearly. I love the bank that I chose for just the sake of the fact that we're on the internet and people do hack people. I don't feel comfortable telling you where it's at, but I will tell you that it occurs. And I feel like is it accrue? I always get those two words mixed up. Interest at a 5% rate, which I think is spectacular. I was just looking through my account, and I started my high yield savings account when I started my YouTube channel. I think it's been 3 months now, if not 4 months. And I have earned $22 worth of interest, I think. Might have been a little bit more than that. I might be getting that confused with how much money I owe on one of my credit cards. Sometimes I look at so many numbers that I start getting confused a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's $22, which I think, for the simple fact that your money is just sitting in an account making you money, that's great. I'm happy with that. 100% happy with that. So that is our high yield, our mid-priority binder. And what I mean by mid-priority is that these are important to me, but I'm not going to roll over dead if I don't stuff them. I do have a I'm not going to be able to not say high yield now. I do have a high priority binder, and it did have a lot of savings challenges in it, but I'm changing up a little bit of what I'm doing for 2025, where there'll be more of the tracker form opposed to a scratcher. But my high priority is things like dental, vision, things that I want to stuff and that I know that our family will eventually need money for. So that's why I call it a high priority. You'll see that throughout the year coming. You'll see that a lot of my minis have shifted to be high priority and mid priority categories that I use to stuff them I said that backwards. That I label them as and pull that money in order to stuff these envelopes, because I really want to shift and be super more heavy focused on getting these in a good standpoint for 2025, opposed to me just spending all of the money. Don't get me wrong. I took a look at everything as a grand scheme of things, and I did save roughly $7,000 this year in just savings. And to me, that's really good, being that we're a household of 5. And let's just be honest, the economy freaking sucks right now. But I will be shifting to try and save just a little bit more. And in 2025, really focusing on my spending, because I know you're right there with me. Etsy can be like this rabbit hole that you are swirling around in, and bam, all of a sudden you've spent $700. Don't make that face. You know exactly what the frick I'm talking about. Okay, so that was really the only folder that we're stuffing. I am going to have to go outside really quick to grab my wallet, so we'll do that last. But I am going to pull the money aside just because I did specific denominations for my wallet. And then, actually, you know what? Let me just pause and go grab it really quickly instead of confusing the crap out of myself, probably. 1 second. Got my wallet and my water. Don't you just love when you spend top dollar money on things like hydro jugs and you drop them? Is that just me? Okay. All right. Let's just go ahead and stuff it. You know what I mean? Stay. Okay. We're doing $50 in gas. 20, 20, 5, and 5. So that should be 20, 40, 45, 50. So I do work from home. I am a owner relations manager and an owner relations, where's my gas folder? And an owner relations admin. I work in the vacation rental industry currently. And I also am going to school to be a radiography, or I am in the radiography program if I get in. Actually, let me just pause. What am I even saying? That's what I get for running up and down the stairs. What I'm saying is I'm currently in the prerequisite portion of trying to apply to be in the radiography program at a community college. And from there, if I get in, I will be going to school to be an X-ray technician. So I'm doing a little bit of a career shift if the Lord is willing. And yeah, I think I'm trying to, it's kind of hard to like on the fly talk about yourself. So we have $50 in gas, and then in shopping, even though Christmas is right around the corner, I did give myself $30. So we're going to do that in the form of 2 10s and 2 5s. So we have 10, 20, 25, 30, because I will be doing a lot of driving next week during Christmas. My husband's family lives about an hour and a half outside of the Outer Banks, and we go there for a lot of the holidays. So I am putting a little bit more money in shopping this go around to kind of offset any like gas station trips that I do or things along those lines. Next up, I guess I'm going to give the kids a little bit of freaking money. This stresses me out. They don't really need anything, but my son does need a haircut, and I drained my kids' needs envelope the other day, so I'm thinking we might be able to get a cut at Great Clips for $10. We'll see. And then groceries is at the front. I do need to go full-fledged grocery shopping, but we're putting $20 in there in the form of 2 10s. This money, this grocery money, I know I've said it a couple times. This envelope is disgusting, by the way, because it had a sticker there and it just, everything keeps getting stuck to it. But this grocery money is for like extras that I went to the grocery store for but forgot. So I do pay for all of our groceries out of our shared account, and then the extra is just the extra. Eating out is getting 25. Might have over budgeted a little bit for that too, but all good. I have been going into the office about 2 to 3 times a week right now, just because I'm getting like the winter slump, you know what I mean? And I need to see people's faces. I'm a people person. So I put a little bit of that in there. It probably will roll over because we're not really working that much next week. And my son is out of school starting Friday until the 6th of January. How in the hell do they expect people to find childcare like that? I was so taken back. What if I didn't work from home? I would essentially probably be out. Okay, and the miscellaneous is getting 2 5s, which makes it 10. So that is what my wallet is going to look like through the 3rd, or this is what I'm going to use in my wallet through the 3rd of January. And I always bring attention to this. Someone commented and was like, where do you shop at? This is kind of my buffer. I use my cash wallet as my buffer. Now, for my gas, that $50, I will spend that. But I'm not actively going out and about and shopping and doing things where I need an abundant amount of money. In all honesty, if you were to ask around, people would tell you I just hang out in my office and cash stuff because that's all I do. I'm obsessed with financials. So a little bit more about me. I am from Ohio. I moved to Virginia Beach, Sandbridge to be exact, in 2017. And then from there, I moved to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. And I've been here ever since. My husband and I actually met when I moved here in 2017. And then we had my son in 2020. So I am raising a COVID baby. And if you're asking directly, I am not okay. They are savages. They are not bred the same. And yeah, I'm hanging on by a thread over here. I am barely surviving. I have learned this year that one of my favorite all-time movies is Harry Potter. And I also have recently become somebody who reads. I also have recently become somebody who likes to work out. So I'm venturing out into the world, and kind of now that my kid is transitioning into almost being 5, he does have older siblings, but I didn't raise them, and I am forever their mother. I will always claim them as mine, but I also don't like to push myself on them if they're not willing and ready. I come from a divorced family, and my father is still not married. I have had a lot of women in my life, and my mother is married for the 3rd time. So I can understand from a child's aspect how hard it is to have step parents and actually really like them. So I don't really want to push myself on them, but squirrel. Where I was going at with that is, I don't even remember. Maybe you will, and drop a comment down below and tell me, like, Miranda, you completely like, wow. So I met my husband in 2017. We had our son in 2020. I am not okay. I already told you that. And let's go ahead and stuff our Monday minis. And I'm here to report loud and proud for the people in the back that I will be doing buyback 5s. And I think that the best way to go about this is, so we're putting $80 in here. I'm going to do, I know that this is 81.1. So let me count out 40 really quick. Do 45. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. What I meant is $40 worth of 5s. So we have our 80. And I think for the first, I don't even know. I need to look at a calendar, figure out how many Mondays are left and all that stuff. I'm so not with it. But I'm thinking that I'll do my 40 and then the buyback 5s, and it'll leave the money. Like, you know what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm telling you. But so we have $80 in there. Some fun other facts about me outside of reading and liking movies is that I am really high strung. I have pretty bad anxiety. And I have a hard time like sitting down and sitting still and all that other stuff. So that's a lot of the reason why I had never even watched Harry Potter, to be quite frank. They're so long. I love them, and I'm learning slowly through the help of my husband that life will pass you by no matter what you do. And it's really important to just kind of take that moment and take that step back and, just do the things that you want to do. And, but so I've never watched longer movies like that before, or even really been a movie person until recently. So if you have any good movie suggestions for me to watch, drop them down below. I don't care if they're from the 80s, the 90s, early 2000s, last week, you let me know. And I want to know, I kind of want to like spend 2025 slowing down and actually sitting on my couch and letting those dishes pile up and watching a movie with my family, because my son will be 5, and it makes my heart sad to think about how quickly life happens. Next up, let's get into these fun little things. So I've decided every cash stuffing day moving forward that I will be doing $65 between the two of these. And I think I'm going to do 25 in here and 60 in here. And I'm using both of these to fund Christmas. If everything works out great, that should be like $3,365 for 2025. So let's start with the witch one. And I think what I did last time was there were 12 of these. Let me grab a 12-sided die and we'll roll and see where we're going to go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another fun fact about me is that my grandma has always told me, growing up, my meemaw actually, who recently passed. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. I also need a calculator too. Hold on. Hold that thought, girlfriend. 6. Doing way too many things. 25 minus 6. I'll do a 5 and a 6. Okay, so my grandma has always told me growing up that she was a witch. And I was like, yeah, whatever, grandma. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. 1, 2, 3. But I don't know. I guess I think that she meant that she was a hippie. You know what I mean? She always put aloe. She had an aloe plant. And every time I'd have a boo-boo, she would break off the aloe plant and put some on my boo-boo and just do things like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I actually purchased this book. Is that a 9? Holy cannoli. Is that a 9? That looks like an upside down 6. I actually purchased this book because I kind of wanted to be close to her. And I also kind of now understand the witchy thing. You know what I mean? I think I'm a witch sometimes too. So 4, 5, 6, 7, another scratcher. Let's roll again. And I like that. 1, 2. Is that another flipping 9? Jesus, it's okay. I mean, it's all going to the same place, so not a big deal. But I do miss her deeply. Should that have been a 9? That should have been a 9. Oops. 1, 2, 3. So 9 and 6. Hold on. 25 minus 9 minus 6. And then we have another 9. So we literally only have 1, 2. And then we have one more dollar. So this should be 25. Let me see really quickly. So we have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So put this here, put these there, put that back. I just did all of that for no daggone reason, but I'm pretty sure that I can do one of these as $1. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because this is a roll and save, but I'll just make it a catch-all for $1. It's super cute. So each icon, like one of these is 5, and then these little squares are roll and saves. So we have $25 going into this witch book. It's by Budgeting Introvert. I super duper love all of her books. She does a really good job. So let's condense this really quickly. We'll probably put these two back for a 5. We should have 50 in here. Let me see. We have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. So let's keep these. Take a 10. $50 for Christmas of 2025. What you know about that? What do you know about that? Okay, next up, this is from Craftco Budgets. Danny, hello, if you're watching. I love this book so much. All right, so we have $40 going into here. So let's do 40. And I think this is 12, if not more, but we'll just see what we get. So we have 1, 2, 3. Here. Make sure you see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Scratch says, be you, do you, for you. Heard that, sister? My kid tells me I'm lame all the time. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So another fun tidbit about me is I freaking love football. And I love baseball. I used to play softball. I moved around a lot as a kid, so I didn't really get to stay in the sport. But so what was that? 1, come on, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Are you yelling at me? Miranda! All right, we will do, let's do this whole row. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Just for fun, right? Let's pick some fun colors to color it in. Hold on. All right, let's do 10. So another fun fact about me is that I am the oldest sibling of, I always say 7, but it's actually 6. I always sometimes forget to not include myself. But I have 2 siblings. Okay, I have a stepbrother that is from my stepdad. And then I have 2 siblings from my mother and 2 siblings from my father. And then I have a sister that we share the same parent. She actually lives in Oregon, Bend, Oregon, to be exact. And we're 5 years apart. I am 18 years older than my youngest brother. So I'm basically like a second mom. Some days it feels like that, at least. Let's roll. And yeah, it's a little bit about myself. 2 is at the very beginning. So 1 and 2. This says, you are beautiful. And that is true. I didn't know if anybody told you that today, but you are. 1 and 2. So before I moved to North Carolina, when I lived in Ohio, I worked for a grocery store called Meyer Distribution, and that's another 5 going in there. We have $13 left. Let's go again. 12. So this was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, are these colors? Each tree is $10. Okay, I'll take that. So we'll put another 10 in. And that leaves us with $3. Let me color in one of these. Let's go with, I don't know where, I'm going to do blue, this blue. Actually, this blue. Let's just start right here. Yeah, I colored this in, right? Yeah. Okay. Did we put our 10 in? We should have 40. We'll just put, we need $3 more. I lied. We haven't put anything in, have we? Okay, I'm not even going to do this anymore. I'm just confusing myself with all the talking and everything. So we'll put our 40 up here. But anyways, I worked at Meyer Distribution. Let's see if we have a catch-all. We do. We'll do $3 right here. And I loaded 18-wheelers on a forklift off of a conveyor belt. It was like grocery style wraps that would come off a conveyor belt. And we'd have to stack them on a tray. And then we would load the truck. And then from there, I became like a lead where I oversaw the whole warehouse. And I really, really enjoyed that. And then before all of that, I worked in restaurants. I was a young kid. So we have our 40 going in. And then, so we have 65 altogether, which is awesome. It's a lot of money. $110 already for Christmas. I can dig that. If you have not already, go check out Craft Co. Danny. Her videos are awesome. And I love this book. So we have these 2 that were filled out for Christmas, and we will continue to do that all of 2025. Next up, we have, let's do Freebie Fridays. So that's another like mini Mondays, but they're freebie minis. And I do my Would You Rather. Super fun. Come check back on Friday and play it with us. We owe ourselves $5. We'll deal with that at another time, but we have $41 going into this, and this is $41. Maybe I'll do 2 5s. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can have some 5s or some 1s for my games. So we have $41 going in there. So before that, like, so I worked at some restaurants. I worked as a home health care aide for people with disabilities as well for a very short time before I moved to Virginia Beach. But I have lived on my own since I was 16. And, yeah, that's really a lot about me. As far as budgeting goes, you know, I don't know. I'm a Virgo. I'm very OCD. I'm very anal and controlling. If my husband is watching, act like you didn't hear that, dude. Okay? Okay. Next up, let's do Tuesday. So I am still rocking and rolling with our Christmas binder. We have 150 going in here. So I'll do 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, we'll just do it like that, 50. And we'll break up some stuff. Let me count this really quickly. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's just, yeah. So we have 150 in there. And we'll be playing that relatively soon. Have some fun games to go in that. We have $200 going into a fun little thing that I'm going to be doing. And then we have our game day. So I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing yet with that $200 because it's a surprise. But we will do 20, 40, 60, 81. And then we will do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So that should be 200. Let me spot check myself real quick. So this is a surprise to come. Stick around. If you like surprises, I'm your gal. Just kidding. That's another little fun fact about me. I suck at surprises. The moment I have something in my possession that I am giving to you, I am telling you about it. I don't care if it's a year away. I don't care. I'm telling you about it. I do not care. Okay, last up is games. This is my game binder. It is busting out the seams, you guys. She is like talking to me. She said, unstuff me. So, fun fact too, I filmed an additional game day because my husband got paid for a side job and my daggone storage blew up on my phone. Not blew up, but you know what I mean. And I lost the video. So we have $400 going into this. Let me give all this account. It should be $400. So we have so I have more money here than what I thought I was supposed to have. What's happening? Did I miss something? Let me count this again. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 92. So that's 200. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's 300. There's 400. So I'm feeling like I missed something with this extra money. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Where the heck does this $45 go? Let me look real quick. I missed it in my taco binder. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So I'm actually going to take this for my games and take a 10. So this is going over here. And then we have our 400 for the next 2 weeks of games. And I don't think this is going to close, you guys. Look at this. Yeah. It's not going to close. And we'll pop this in here real quick. So this was a super duper long cash stuffing. I really hope that you enjoyed getting to know me. I'm really enjoying getting to know you guys. And I'm forever grateful for the relationships that I've built on here. I'm super grateful for you just clicking on my video and purchasing things for me and using my freebies. And you guys are amazing. If you have anything that you want to know about me, ask me a question down below. If you've made it to the end, we're almost at 40 minutes, drop me like a fun, magical, like, I don't know, emoji, something magical. And if you do not have the time to watch this, or do not have the time to watch any more videos before Christmas, I hope that you have a Merry Christmas. I'm wishing us all like an abundant New Year's. I hope it's full of wealth and health, most importantly, happiness, success, peace, calm. I'm just really looking forward to going into the New Year's with you guys. And yeah. I hope you have a great day, and I'll be back. I'm probably going to bulk film because I have a moment to breathe. I'm probably going to bulk film some games, and just because it's busting over here. So if you see the game day or it's probably going to be Freebie Friday because I'm going to post this either Wednesday today or Thursday tomorrow. And then we have Freebie Friday. So I'll probably bulk film Freebie Friday and game day just to knock them two out so I can spend the weekend going and seeing Santa and doing some last minute Christmas wrap up things. So, oh, and by the way, if you haven't remembered to move your elf, now's the time. Have a great day. Bye.